Holy crap, that is the longest time I've ever waited for this to start up. Anyways, welcome to Unbox Me, where, like in the previous Elder Scrolls Online unboxing, I mentioned that I wanted to get all the collector's editions, and I was finally able to get the Morrowind one on PS4, so I'm not going to play it. In fact, this is a game that I might get rid of, but I'm not sure. I may just keep it. And if a friend of mine gets Morrowind on the or Elder Scrolls Online on the PS4, I can play with them. But I just wanted the statue and the cool shit. So we're gonna open it up. Oh, it's taped on the bottom too. It is taped on the bottom. Now I liked Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, and this goes back to that. It's cool to see this in like a higher definition. I wish they would go back through all of the Elder Scrolls games to at least up to 5's pedigree or looks. Oh crap, I don't have room in this area to open all of this because this box opens weird, so we're gonna put it on this. And we're gonna take this portion out first and talk about it later. So the first thing we have in this massive collector's edition is a poster. That's sideways, isn't it? A poster. I have no idea what it is. This actually looks like Morrowind, but I can't read their writing. So it's a poster of the area. Let's just go with that. Next is the Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind book. And by book, I mean leather-bound art book, which is cool. I like the idea of a hardcover leather-bound book for something like Elder Scrolls. So you've obviously got your like little ribbony bookmark in here. Some armor on some different characters and some weapons, some monsters and whatnot. So this is pretty cool. I'm not going to go through everything in this because this is a big art book, but you even got, little weird symbols and whatnot. This is a big art book, though. Does it say how many pages it is? Let's see. Does not have a page counter. I wonder if the box does it. Nehru's Journal. Oh, so this is Nehru's Journal. A full-color, large-format book, but it does not say the pages. So that's cool. I like that. I like it's different from your traditional art book, which is usually, hardcover, like, these boxes or whatnot. But it's leather. I mean, fake leather, but leather nonetheless. Next we have not the game. Oh, no, we do have the game. It was just in a steelbook case that was in something else. So steelbook case, this is embossed, so that's cool, the symbol for Morrowind. You have your advertisement for Elder Scrolls Legends and the ESO Plus membership on there. You have your DLC code for Morrowind, and then you have a small instruction booklet, which that'll be trash soon. Well, not the instruction booklet, but I mean the code, because I'll be using it. When does this expire? It's already expired. I wonder if I can still redeem it. Digital code includes the collector's edition and discovery pack. I wonder if I email them and be like, hey, I just got this and it's expired. If they'll do something. I mean, I'm not asking for anything really. I mean, if it's expired, it's expired. What do you do? There's nothing I can do. The inside, though, nice scenery and a mountain and all that. And the disc is your typical Elder Scrolls disc. It just says Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. So that's I'll have to find a case for Elder Scrolls Online. And there's a million of them floating around. And ask somebody at my local game stores, mom and pop stores, maybe even an employee at GameStop will be nice enough to let me have one. And they just make a generic case for it. That way I can have this framed up somewhere. Now, the whole reason that I wanted this collector's edition and why I went out of my way to find it on Amazon was so I could have this statue right here. We're going to unzip tie, or not even zip tie, one of these, twist tie, untwist tie this from its plastic hole. I hate when they do these weird twists on these twist ties where like they twist it and then they fold it and then twist it as it's folded. It's really weird. That one's not even tied. That's weird too. Oh well. Alright. Now he's kind of looser. There we go. Take off that one. That one's done. Freedom with that one, and one more. So, hold on, one more piece. It's in there pretty well. We have. Oh, he's still got twist. He's got a twist tie on his arm, but we have this big mamma jamma. He's a patrol. Is that what this box said he was? Dwarven Colossus statue. You can't even see him well because the light in this room is literally the worst light in the world. Try and get him like in some decent light. He looks pretty cool. He's got the little that's a blade of some sort. So this is pretty cool. I wish it had a soundtrack. I'm gonna find out if this code works. If not, I'm gonna email them, see if I can get a working one. Like I said, it's not pertinent that I have it. Because does it even say what it gives you? It does not. It's also really weird that this game came out this expansion came out in 2017. It's really weird that this expired in 2018 when a lot of codes I see for games with like extra content don't expire until like 10 years later. I think they have ridiculous dates. I mean, the only thing you got was Armored Warhorse, Morag Tong Armor Converter, Woven Spider Pet, Collector's Edition Gray Bear. Oh, it's a Gray War Bear to fight by your side, and character emotes. So nothing big. I mean, I would kind of like it, but I'm not going to huff and puff and throw a temper tantrum over it because I can't have it. I have the collector's edition of the new one on the Xbox One, so it's not a killer. It's not a deal breaker for me. If I had gotten this, so this expired 6/6/2018. If I had gotten, and they were like, "Oh no, there's nothing we can do. Absolutely not. 6/6. That's a hard for us." Then I'd probably, kick and moan a bit. But this is something I'm going to kick and moan about. Now, I will say this: if I do play this game, I have it on the Xbox One. I'm going to keep it for the PS4 now that I think about it. If any of you play Elder Scrolls Online on either of those systems, hit me up. I'll play with you. I want to try it out. I have not tried it out. Everything. I was on the ground level of the game initially. Played it for a little bit. Was bored. Didn't have anybody to play with. Anybody out there is playing? Comments. Let me know your character name. Servers if they have them. I don't know if they do still. And we'll team up somehow. We'll find a way. I'll create multiple characters, multiple classes, and whatnot. And you all have a nice day. Keep gaming and enjoy.